Hello friends, we'll discuss the case of single shoe brake system, and total we have 6 cases in single shoe brake system. Each case is clockwise or anti-clockwise and depends. Our Ft is passing through the fulcrum O, Ft is passing through the fulcrum below the fulcrum, Ft is passing above the fulcrum. So there we have 6 cases. Here P is force applied at the end of the lever, Rn is the reaction or normal force pressing the brake block on the wheel. This is our wheel and this is our block brake. R is radius of the wheel, 2 theta is the angle of the contact subtended by the block at the center of the wheel. Mu is coefficient of friction. Ft is tangential force or it is braking force acting on the surface of the block. So now we will be given. So we will discuss this case. When the fulcrum is above the Ft. In this case, we will see whether the brake is self-energizing or self-locking. First we should know how to write the equation for moment. Moment we will write always about the fulcrum point O. So the moment of P about fulcrum is P into L. P into L is equal to moment of this one Ft about the O is A into F. It is also in clockwise direction. So I can write here plus this is an anti-clockwise direction. Sorry guys. So here it will come A into F T. Now the reaction of this one F about this point O is distance is X. So X into plus X into R. So I can write F is equal to mu into R. So that is the normal reaction and this is frictional force. So P into L is equal to mu into R into A plus X into R. Now I will write for this case P into L plus here the moment of Ft about this point is also in clockwise direction. So plus Ft into A is equal to reaction of Rn is anti-clockwise, that is R into X. So you have to see this equation only for self-locking or self-energizing. If my moment of frictional force is added to the applied force P, that is applied force P, then I will call it as self-energizing. Because here my it helps us try to reduce the applied force. So my P will is equal to Rn into X minus Ft into A. So I have to apply less force here. So this will be called as self-energizing. And this brake is called, here my moment is increasing the applied force. So either the brake now can be self-energizing or self-locking. So self-locking it will become, I will write further this equation for this case, P is equal to R and common into X minus mu A. So for self-locking P should be less than 0 or I don't need to apply any external force. X minus mu A will be less than 0. So this will be the case of self-locking. And similarly, if x minus mu a is greater than 0, then this will be the case of self-energizing. So the brake should never be self-locking, otherwise it will be always in applied condition. We don't need to apply any external force. So this is the self-energizing and self-locking conditions of the brake. So for another case, when the fulcrum is passing above the FT, when the fulcrum is below the FT. So for this case, I can see here my moment of P is in clockwise, and the moment of FT is also in clockwise direction. So this is self-energizing. And for self-locking condition, x should be less than mu a. So this is the condition for self-locking. And self-energizing means x should be greater than mu a, and the moment of Ft should be in the same direction of applied force. So one question has come in GATE examination. One more thing we will discuss, how to write the free body diagram of single block brake. Suppose this is our wheel and this is my block. So if this wheel is rotating in clockwise direction, then the applied force on the block will be in right hand side. The same moment should come on the wheel because of this one. So if my wheel is rotating in anti-clockwise direction, and if this is my block, the same applied force should be coming this direction. So it will become left hand side. So this question has come in GATE 2016. So it is asking which one of the following is true. Here applied force is F, and my fulcrum is below the Ft. So self-energizing for the clockwise rotation of the drum. Suppose, so I will discuss first option. Self-energizing for the clockwise rotation of the drum. Here my this is fulcrum, this is my this case, here this is my fulcrum. So this is applied force F. So now for the clockwise rotation, this is in this direction, so applied force will be in this direction, and the moment of F is also in clockwise, and this is also in clockwise. So this will be my first option. Now same option it has been given. Suppose this is my block brake, and now it is rotating anti-clockwise. So my Ft will be in this direction, applied force is in this direction. So the moment of frictional force is anti-clockwise and applied force is clockwise. So here frictional force is not trying to help our external force. So this is not the condition for self-energizing. Self-energizing for anti-clockwise rotation of the drum, this is wrong. Self-energizing for rotation in either direction, this is also wrong, because only for one direction it will be self-energizing. Note of the self-energizing type. This option will be correct when Ft will be passing through same fulcrum level. So correct option is A.